Let me tell you something. I know I look like a French poodle right now with my pink hair. But I just want to talk about love for a minute. Because people always be looking for other people to make them happy. And ew, I got that shit in my eyes. And I always say a person has to be happy with themselves in order to make you happy. If you're surrounded around people who just want to make sure that you get shit done and not really looking out for your best welfare, or, you know what I'm saying, ignoring your needs, then if they don't make you happy, you have to change and make yourself happy. Meaning if you have to walk away from that situation for a minute and then come back to it a little later. But to stay in an unhealthy situation, where is the happiness? When do the happiness ever occur? You have to think about it. Happiness is never going to occur as long as the other party is not willing, if they're not happy. See, your other half has to be happy to make you happy. Because if your other half is miserable, then they're going to make you miserable. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a car. Everything has to work in order. You know what I'm saying? You have to be happy with yourself. And sometimes, and the only reason why I'm saying this is because I remember being in a dark place with one of my significant others. I'm not going to say any names. I remember being in a dark place, you know, and it took somebody else to pull me up out that dark place. And I was still in a dark place, but I just wasn't in a ditch by myself in the dark place. When you meet people for reasons. You know what I'm saying? You never know that purpose. You never know that person's purpose until it's over. Then you look back and you be like, oh, okay, you know, I see why this happened the way it did. You can't see it now because if you're stuck in it, then you can't see it. But once you step away from it and think about it, you will understand that, well, maybe my mate needs a little changing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes one of my big things is my roommate said that I had a bad attitude. He felt like he was walking on eggshells with me. He felt like, you know what I'm saying? When in reality, it's you that's not happy. It's you. You're not happy with yourself. So therefore, I can't make you happy. The only thing I could do is leave you alone and go let you find your happiness. And when you find your happiness, if you find your happiness, you had to leave me and step away from me to go find your own happiness. So sometimes we be looking for other people to make us happy, and you're never going to find it. Because if they're not happy, how are they going to make you happy? You have to find your own happiness. You have to find your own happiness. Sometimes you have to step out on faith and not worry so much, because I worry about everything. But when it became too much for me to worry about, I had to just leave it alone. I had to just like let it go and let it work itself out. People be like, I'm looking for happiness. I'm looking for happiness. You ain't gonna find it. Because happiness, is, I believe, comes along in like a moment. It comes along with a moment of life. You know, like you may be with a certain person that's like, ugh. But if you get with a person who is happy, I'm looking for my son and trying to talk to y'all at the same time. If you get with somebody who's already happy, then they know what to do. And they can easily, you know, put you up on game, you know. So I say this to say, for those people who are stuck in unhappy relationships, step out on faith. That's what they got it for. That's what it's out there for. Step out. Step outside your circle. One thing about me, I have OCD and I have triggers and I have anxiety. But the best way to treat my anxiety is to do something that scares me the most. Like, I probably don't like this situation because I done been through it before and it done gave me a bad feeling, or it done hurted my feelings, or it done broke my heart and made me cry. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that no more. But the way to attack that is to step out just a little further and just try it. See if your second result is the same as your third result, or if your third result is the same as your, you know, I don't know how to, what you calling it, but yeah. So I was for you people. Hope you have a nice day.